Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning how to use the sexual act to manifest anything that you desire in this physical three-dimensional world. And the reason why I'm really doing this video, it is because most people are thinking one-dimensionally, or they are one-track minded. So the only how they would use the sexual act to create is to bring a child into this world. So they release not knowing what they are actually doing, not knowing that they are involved in the creation process and that they can create whatsoever they desire to create in this physical three-dimensional world. And the reason why people can live the rest of their life in such ignorance, it is because they do not know who they are and they do not know the power of this most innovative, creative energy. And the reason why they have such mentality have to do with their belief system, how they were raised. For example, if you were raised to believe in secular Christianity, that is pointing to look outwardly, whereby you are seeking for a Lord, a Master, a Redeemer outside of yourself, that would have already impressed your subconscious mind with guilt, shame, judgment, and condemnation towards how you use the sexual act, because you would only feel justified when you sign a piece of paper and pay the political establishment in your country some money to partake in this act of creation without guilt and shame and judgment towards yourself. So most people who are religious and superstitious and who are married, they're very quick to condemn others and to tell them about adultery and fornication without the proper understanding of adultery and fornication. And the reason why they are so ignorant, it is because they fail to realize that the Bible is actually a book of mind science. It is because they fail to realize that the secret of the universe is based on energy, vibration, and frequency. And they fail to realize that God is that field of consciousness or awareness that is within. And so, if you was to ask these people, do you believe in God? They would never understand the question that you are asking them, and they would all say yes. But when you really check their life, you see they believe in God. So they're always looking outside for God, a Lord, a Savior, but they never really understand it. And when they see on the US dollar it says, in God we trust, they never understand it either. I can guarantee you, if I go around my country and ask all these religious people if they believe in God, they will say yes, but they actually believe in God. And if I ask them also what is the meaning of sex, they wouldn't know. And if I ask them if they know how to use the sexual energy, they will tell you that sex magic is wrong, not knowing that they are always involved in doing magic. Because when you read in the Bible about miracles, it's magic. Magic and miracles basically the same thing. So don't make them use words or use the English language to brainwash you. Because the English language is an encrypted language and must be decrypted. Okay, so you can speak one way. Okay, and people can interpret what you're saying, thinking that's what you are really talking about. And it is when I became enlightened and become more aware, I realized I could speak all of the things that a religious person would want me to speak. Okay, but I would leave them to interpret it whichever way they want to interpret it. Okay, that's why I never choose to play that kind of game. Okay, because like for example, people in my country would say to you, if your conversation is not about Jesus, I don't want to hear. Well, you could speak a whole conversation with them about Jesus, talk about what they believe, and when they think that you're talking their language, you're actually speaking another language. Okay, because you understand the book esoterically, you understand it psychologically. Okay, and you realize that it addresses the human psyche. Okay, because as a man thinks, so is he. So if you're not in control of your mind, you'll never be in control of the sexual energy and know how to use the sexual energy wisely to get anything that you desire in this world. And the church makes sure they control the masses' sexuality, okay, and keep them ignorant of this innovative, creative, and most powerful energy that they can use to create their reality consciously, okay? And that is why you have so many people chasing after money and doing jobs that they don't love to do, because they do not know any better when they are walking around with such power. They're walking around with the real money within, which is their currency. For money was first a thought, it was first an idea, it was first imagined. And all of these things that I'm speaking about, it is because of the sexual energy. That's the energy that expresses here into this reality. So, my brothers and my sisters, use the sexual act wisely by using it to create your reality consciously. And you will become a conscious and deliberate creator. It's never too late to start. You see, always remember, before you go into the act, there is a before, there is a during, and there is a after. I'll do another video on that and show you how you need to cultivate, a certain mindset before, during, and after the act. So with that being said, my brothers and my sisters, if what I'm saying, if it makes sense, if it really resonates with you and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram, you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at BlackMadGuru. If you like to get my books, the links are down there in the description. Also, if you would like to do a one-on-one with me, you can book a one-on-one with me by checking out the links that are down below, and you can drop me an email. You can book a one-on-one with me on an app called Faithia. Okay, it's more of a religious app, but I teach spirituality there, so choice is yours. Also, if you'd like to become a part of my Patreon community, you are most welcome. I have a course there for people who are donating $20 or more. It's called The Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. Okay, so the choice is yours. So before I leave you, I just want to encourage you to make sure you check out all of the links that are down below. And definitely let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do. So with that being said, I just want to say peace. Love you all. Out.